Hello everyone, Chef here. Chapter 5 has been out for a couple of days now, and after playing it for a bit, I've noticed a couple of problems that the game has, so today I thought to talk about them and give solutions to fix them. First is the biggest problem that everyone's been talking about since the launch, the movement. They completely messed up running. Now you walk like our character did back in the 2011 Save the World alpha. The other movement mechanics are a good addition to the game, definitely. It's so much better now that you can heal while walking and sort of go faster when crouching, but with running, they just completely messed it up and they should revert it to how it was before. But even though the running is messed up, it doesn't warrant people at all to go and shit on the person who made the new mechanics. It just puts a very bad stain on the playbase and makes everyone look ungrateful, and it's just very disheartening for the person who made these mechanics to be swarmed with hate over a game. Secondly is the weapons. Something that I realised when OG Fortnite returned was one of the reasons people liked the game in the first place and stopped liking it was because of the weapons. In the early seasons of the game, take the shotguns for example. At the start there were two, but as the chapter progressed they started adding more and more and the loot pool just became very congested. It resulted in one gun being overpowered and the rest being subpar or crap. And with chapter 5 it seems like every weapon is overpowered. There's no in between. 4 or 5 shots and the player's gone. I don't know if the game is better off having all the weapons overpowered or not, or if it should go back to how it was before, but I feel as though they need to find some form of middle ground for the weapons, especially the scope shotguns and that riot shield thingy. Thirdly is the map. It is a good map, but it just doesn't feel like Fortnite in some areas, most notably the Pueblo type places like Snooty Snaps and Pleasant Piazza. It looks like a different game entirely, and I know they're not going to do anything about it, and really it's only a very small problem. It's not like chapter 4 that felt like a completely different game. This map does feel like Fortnite in some aspects of it, just not all of it. And I think I'm thinking like this because we did just come off the OG season. The best way to describe this map is that it's got the new world aesthetic of chapter 2 mashed in with every other chapter 2 season, with the cozy feel of chapter 3 and the newness of chapter 4. I do like the map and I think it'll grow on me over time. It's just a massive change to have since chapter 4's map was sort of like a DIY job and the chapter before that was like a homage to chapter 1. Oh boy, the thing that's been in shambles since chapter 4. I was going to do a video about this subject and I mean I still might go ahead and do it, but I might not and just say everything that I was going to say here. So there still is a story and I feel like they're going to do a good job with the direction the story is going in. The only big problem at the moment is what happened in between chapter 4 and now. Where did this map come from? What happened to Sloan? What happened to the chapter 4 map? Where's the 0 point? Are all questions that I really hope get answered. They could do a comic book, no, not with you, to explain what happened, or a cutscene, because it is very weird all of a sudden just to get thrown onto a new map with a new story without any explanation. And it doesn't help that there aren't any dialogue quests, again, for this season. But from what we know, there are two factions, the Society and the Underground. I think the Society is related to Midas in some way. Just look at the logo and the yachts here. I think that this island is where Midas took residence, either before he came to the chapter 2 island or afterwards. It'd be cool if this was set before. It would make sense, seeing as I was a time machine last season. And maybe throughout this chapter, we get to see Midas form Ghost and Shadow and its branches, Ego and Alta. But let's be honest, I'm pretty sure this is after Midas came to the chapter 2 island and he's been on here for the past 3 or 4 years. I think that the Society is Midas's main organisation and the rest are just branches sprouting off of it. And finally, it's a change that will affect me and I really hope they revert it. They got rid of the Creative BR Island. If you're watching this video, you probably know that I do a series called Fortnite Exploring, where I walk around Fortnite locations to archive them for future reference. But since they've taken out the game, I can't do that anymore, since there isn't any other way other than Battle Royale itself to actually go onto the island. I do hope soon that they revert this change, but if not, Fortnite Exploring will probably have to change, so I can still do what I've been doing, just in a different way. Oh yeah. One more thing that actually got changed thankfully was the storm. It was way too fast, but they've slowed it down now, so that's good. Well, these are the problems so far that I've noticed that chapter 5 has had. If there are any more that I haven't spoken about, comment them down below. If you liked the video, like it. If you didn't, dislike it. This is all for now, and see ya.
Holy crap, I'm in Fortnite!